Good morning, my beloved students. Today I'm joined here with my beloved 4E, and today we're going to complete the gasping garbage. It's a reading lesson, and I need Qusay to tell me a summary of what happened in the story before. Qusay, you have the mic
Yes,
now. Can you please tell me
yes,
what
mister.
happened in the story up till now?
Yeah, that happened in the story that Gabby, there was a minister in her garbage.
Very good.
He was in the garage wall, the dark wall.
Yes, then what happened? She called whom?
She called the scientific. I
The
forgot
science
his name.
detectives? Who and who?
Danielle and
No, Nell Fossey and Drake Doyle.
and Drake Doyle.
Very good.
She told him, "Come quickly, or I will call another scientific."
Another scientist. Who is he?
Frisco. It is mad scientist. He was to open the can and let him to eat Harry and Gabby.
Very good. Very good. Very good, Qusay. Thank you very much for your help. Now I need Yusuf Ahmed Fathi.
Yes, mister.
What is the main difference between Drake Doyle and Frisco?
That Frisco is a bad mad scientist.
Yes.
And Drake Doyle is a good scientist.
Yes, what else?
And both are scientists.
Yes.
And Drake Doyle follows the rules, and Frisco doesn't follow the rules.
Very good. Frisco doesn't follow the rules. Very good. Thank you very much for your help, Yusuf. Really, thank you very much. Yahya Mustafa?
Yes, mister.
Yahya, did they go to Gabby's house?
No, they take the garbage and go to the lab.
So they didn't go to Gabby's house?
At first they go, but
very good. At first they
go.
Went. Very good. And then they did what?
And after that they go to the lab.
Very good. They got the garbage and went to the lab. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And in the lab, they did something. What is that? They put it, They put it in a 70 something or 80 something degrees, in 87 degrees, right next to a heater, right?
Yes.
Because in Gabby's house, it was also next to a heater, right?
Right.
Amazing. Okay. Now we shall start our 4 pages. Everyone listen carefully, please.
Mrs. Doyle always cooked from her vegetarian menu whenever Nell was around, because Nell was a vegetarian. Drake and Nell washed their hands and sat at Drake's desk, knowing they should never eat or drink while conducting experiments. They were top-notch scientists. After supper, Nell called her mother and asked if she could stay extra late, given that there was no school tomorrow and that they were swamped with experiments and under a deadline. Ann Fossey was a biology professor at Mossy Lake University. Her specialty was wildlife biology. "Goodness gracious sakes alive!" exclaimed Professor Fossey. "Sounds like you're a busy scientist. Now don't you worry about a thing, my dear. I'll be sure to feed your rats and lizards. And don't forget my snakes and bugs." "Of course, dear," said Professor Fossey. "I'll leave the light on for you." Finally, after midnight, they had their answer. In the morning, Nell hurried back to Drake's house. They called Gabby first thing.
Okay. So as you can see, okay, just we need something here. Walid Marai.
Yeah.
Huh. This is where exactly? Huh?
In the cars. Yeah.
Huh? In which lab? In whose lab?
Virgin lab.
In Drake's Doyle
Rex Doyle lab.
lab. Very good, amazing. So here, what is the meaning of they were top-notch scientists? Huh?
They were top-notch scientists.
Yes. Huh? Try to
It's
think of
mean
it. Huh?
it's mean like understanding scientist.
So let me give you options. They were top-notch scientists. That means that they were newbie scientists, or medium scientists, or pro scientists.
Pro scientist.
Pro scientists. Amazing. Very good. Very, very good. They were pro scientists. Now, Walid, why do you think that they are pro scientists?
Because he go everything and see and
Because look, it's here, huh? Huh? Read. Knowing.
knowing they should never eat or drink while conducting experiments.
Experiments. So why were they top notch? Why were they pros? Huh? Because
Knowing they
very good. They
knowing
never
eat or drink while
conducting experiments. Very
experiments.
good. They follow the rules. They follow
The rules.
the rules. Very good. Amazing. Very, very good. Huh? Let's complete here.
Meet us in the lab, said Nell. We've discovered the identity of the monster. After Gabby arrived, Drake paced the floor, while Nell sat on a stool. You see, Ms. Tallberg, Drake was saying, it's really quite simple. Nell? Thank you, Detective Doyle. First of all, said Nell, the garbage can sounded hollow when we tapped on it. Second, the garbage can wasn't too heavy. You see, Ms. Tallberg, said Drake, most monsters are quite heavy. In addition, added Nell, the garbage can was stored in a very warm environment. We copied that environment in our lab by setting the can next to the heater and checking its temperature. But most important, the garbage can smelled like bread. Remember,
Here I have, yes, amazing, huh? Here I have, let's complete first.
remember, your dad is a baker, said Drake. The best baker around, to be exact. Therefore, based on the clues and our observations, I developed an educated guess, what we scientists call a hypothesis. I believed that the monster lurking inside your garbage can was not really a monster at all, but...
So Zain,
Yes, Mister.
huh? Is the problem of the story near the end? Near, huh? Is it being solved right now?
Yes,
How do you know?
because the Drake
Louder, please. I cannot hear you.
because Drake because Drake and Dolly got to their
Drake and Fossey,
laboratory.
very good.
Yes, go to the laboratory, and they are going to see what is in it.
Very good. They are conducting experiments to see, huh? To know what is it. To know what is it, right?
Yes, to know what is it. Yes.
Yes, very good. Huh? That's another way. Huh? Here also, I have another question
Yes,
for you,
miss.
Lisa. I have another question for you. Here, let's go back a bit. Here, when Nell Fossey talked to her mother, huh? what do you think about Nell? Is she a bad girl or a good girl?
Me, mister?
When Nell Fossey talked to her mother, when she
A
talked
good
to her
girl.
mother, okay? Yusuf,
A good girl.
she's a good girl. Why do you think that?
Because she talked to her mother.
Very good. She took to her mother. Very good. And she asked for her permission,
And
right? Right or not?
right.
Good children always ask for permission, right, Yusuf?
Right. Yes.
If you want to go out, you have to ask for permission. That's a very important thing to do, right?
Right.
And is this what Nell Fossey did or not?
Did.
Very good. So she asked for permission for what? What did she want to do to ask for permission?
Stay extra late.
Amazing, Yusuf. Very good. Why does she want to stay extra late?
To solve the problem with Drake Doyle.
Amazing, Yusuf. Very, very good. So she wants to solve the problem with Drake Doyle. Very good. And can she stay late? Huh? Did her mother give her permission? Yusuf?
Yes.
Did her mother give her permission or not? Muhammad Taha.
Yes, mister.
It says here what? Huh? Now?
Now don't you worry about the thing.
About a thing. This is allowing her or not allowing her?
Because there is no school tomorrow.
Very good, Yusuf. Very good. She said yes because there was no school tomorrow. Amazing, Yusuf. Thank you very much for your help. Really, thank you very much. Got it, Muhammad Taha?
Yes.
Yes. So she said, don't you worry about a thing. That means that Nell Fossey's mom let her stay. And why did she let her stay, Muhammad?
Because there was school tomorrow.
Because there was no school tomorrow. Very good. There was no school tomorrow. Huh. Adam. Adam. Okay. Muhammad Ala.
Yes, mister.
Huh. Drake and Nell say that whatever is in the garbage is not a monster. Do you believe it or not?
Yes.
Why do you believe it?
Because he's no monster.
Why do you think? Should we believe Doyle and Fossey? Why should we?
Because they are a good scientist.
Because they are good scientists, yes. Huh. And they did what else?
Test the garbage and study it.
Very good. They tested the garbage and studied it. Very good. And they provided what, Adam? They provided evidence. They provided
Evidence.
What are the evidence here? That the monsters are heavy, but the garbage can was?
So,
Not it's not heavy, right?
heavy, yes.
And that it smells like bread. It smells like
bread.
Bread. Very good. And do monsters smell like bread?
No.
No. Very good. Muhammad Ala,
Yes.
do monsters smell like bread?
Yes.
Really? They smell like bread?
No.
No. Very good. Amazing. No, they don't smell like bread. Amazing. Huh. Let's listen to that.
Yes? Asked Gabby, her eyes wide. Yeast, said Drake. Pure and simple, yeast. Yeast? Yes, yeast. Allow scientist Nell to explain. Nell pointed to a chalkboard with her long wooden pointer. As I said, the smell of fresh-baked bread was our biggest clue. You see, yeast is used in making bread. Yeasts are tiny plants that eat starches and sugars. They then turn the starches and sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. Garbage can clues. 1. Sounded hollow. 2. Wasn't heavy. 3. Warm environment. 4. Smelled like bread. 5. Gabby's dad, a baker. The tiny bubbles in bread, said Drake, are the result of carbon dioxide gas. Nell tapped the chalkboard with her pointer. You see, Gabby, your dad must have thrown away a combination of yeast and flour, ingredients used in baking bread, easily purchased at any grocery store. Drake pushed up his glasses. With the right amount of moisture and a warm environment, added Nell, the yeast was able to grow and multiply by feeding on the flour inside the can, finished Drake. Quite harmless, really, but the yeast produced so much carbon dioxide gas that the garbage can simply had to burp to release some of the gas. We tested our hypothesis, said Nell, with a thorough set of experiments. We examined the yeast under the microscope and grew it in several different mediums. We've positively identified yeast as your culprit. You can be certain there is no monster inside your garbage can. Naturally, Gabby was a little disappointed. After all, yeast was not as exciting as a blood-sucking monster. She shook their hands anyway for a job well done. I knew you could do it, she said. I can't wait to tell all my friends. Nell handed Gabby their business card. Call us, anytime. Later that day, Drake wrote in his lab notebook, Monster analysis a success. Hypothesis correct. Received 2 prize loaves of bread, extra raisins, extra nuts, as payment. Rating on the delicious scale, 10. Paid in full.
Paid in full. Malik Ashraf?
Yes, Mister.
So what was the main reason that was Gabby's hypothesis correct or Gabby's claim correct? What is the hypothesis? The hypothesis is when I think something. Is when I think something. So Gabby thought it was a monster. So her hypothesis is that it was
Not correct.
a monster. No, Gabby's hypothesis, Gabby's theory, Gabby's thinking, okay?
Okay.
So she thought it was a monster. It was
A
a
monster.
monster. But Nell and, Drake and Nell proved it was a monster or it wasn't a monster?
It wasn't a monster. It was
wasn't a monster. It was
just
what?
carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide.
It was carbon dioxide. Very good. So this is purely science and they followed the rules to get the correct answer, right or not?
Right. Unlike Frisco.
Do you think that this piece of paper helped them? Can you see it?
the piece of paper?
Yes, this piece of paper. Do you think that it helped them?
Yes,
Yes, how do you think so? Huh?
because the garbage can safety sounded hollow, wasn't heavy, very
Yes,
environment.
it sounded hollow. That means that there's nothing inside. And it wasn't heavy. That confirms that there's nothing
In
in. Very good, amazing. And it smelled like
bed,
bread. Very good. And Gabby's dad is a what?
a baker,
Is a baker. Very good, amazing. Just a minute. So that Gabby's dad is a baker. Amazing.
baker.
So because he's a baker, he did what, Malik? He added what to what?
He added the flour,
He added the flour to
the yeast,
the yeast. Very good. Plus warm environment.
will multiply it.
So it produced what?
It produces carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide gas. Very good. Let's do the equation, shall we? Here, let's do our equation. It's what? Flour plus
Flour
yeast
plus yeast.
plus heat will give us what? CO,
Carbon dioxide.
right? It will give us CO2.
Dioxide.
Very good. And because there was a lot of CO2 of carbon dioxide in the garbage can, it started to what?
To bake.
To burp. Very
Yes.
good. It started to burp. Amazing. Very good. Thank you very much, Malik. Izzeddin,
Yes, Mr.
here. Was
Yes.
their hypothesis correct?
Yes.
Yes, very good. What did they receive as a gift?
Microscope.
What?
Microscope.
No, as a gift, because they solved it. They solved the case of the gasping garbage. So they received what as a gift? Or as a prize? He had 2 prize loaves of bread, right or not?
Yes.
Yes. Whom do you think gave it to him?
The baker.
The baker. Who's the baker?
Gabby's dad.
Gabby's dad. Amazing. It's very good. Amazing. It's amazing. So it's Gabby's dad who gave it to them. Very good. Very, very good, guys. Thank you very much for your help. Now I have some questions to ask you. Okay, we're running out of time. Okay. Here, Omar Hisham. Omar,
Yes, Master.
did Drake remove the garbage can lid?
No.
No, so if he removed it, what do you think will happen?
The gas will be out from the garbage can.
No. Yes, the gas will be out. Very good. But the monster would eat them. Throughout the story, we have known that what's inside the garbage can is a monster, right?
Yes.
Until the last page. The last page confirms or tells us that what's in the can is not
A monster.
Awesome. Very good. Amazing. Okay. Let me just give something else. Now, what caused? I need Yahya Mustafa Sabah. Okay, he's not answering. Bara. Bara. Bara is also not here.
No, mister, I'm here.
You are here, okay. What caused the garbage can to burp, Bara? What caused it to burp?
Because Drake,
Because what happened?
because it got out of gas.
What?
Because it's
Because what? Because what, huh?
because I think carbon dioxide.
Very good, because the carbon dioxide. What happened? What happened to
monster
release
will
carbon
go out.
dioxide?
If the carbon dioxide go out, the monster will go out and eat them.
Yes, what caused the carbon dioxide to go up? Because Gabby's dad is a baker, right?
Yes.
And he uses yeast and flour, correct?
Yes.
He uses a combination of yeast and flour.
No.
Yes, yeast and flour plus the heat. They will give us what? Carbon dioxide. Very good. And because the amount of carbon dioxide was too much, the can had to burp to release the carbon dioxide. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. It's, guys, it's burp, not burn. Let me write it down to you. Burp. Okay? It's a growth thing. Don't ever do it. Okay? That's it. Here also there's something else.
Mister, you opened my mic.
Yes, Tariq, I wanted you. Now, Tariq, is it better to eat and drink while you're conducting experiments or not?
No.
No, why do you
Yes.
think so?
Because the real scientists don't eat and drink while conduct.
Yes, why? Why
While,
do you think they do that, Tariq? Why do you think they do that?
Because real scientists don't eat and drink while
Yes, because, for
experiments.
example, if they ate something and dropped it in the experiment, it will be a
They
failure.
will fall.
Yes, very good. It will be a fault or it will be a failure.
They will fall in the garbage can and the lid will open and there will be food. It's named Nell and Drake for the monster.
Yeah, I mean just, other scientists, not just Nell and Fossey, and not just Nell, Fossey, and Drake Doyle.
Yes.
Real scientists, why don't they eat and drink? Because if they ate or drink, some water might have spilled from their drinking, and what the experiment will be ruined, right?
Yes.
Yes, very good. And very good, Muhammad Taha. Something wrong will happen to the experiment if uh, they ate or drink. Now here I have another question. To whom?
Yes, Mister.
Hmm. Yes, Muhammad Abdul Basit. I have a question for you. If you were in Nell's place, in Nell Fossey's place, okay? Here, would you like to stay late with your friend to finish the experiment, or to go home to sleep and start early in the morning?
Go home to sleep and start early in the morning.
Why do you think you choose that? Why? Tell me why.
Because when I sleep early and I um, start early, I will have something in my body, and I will be clever.
Very good.
Active.
You will be active. Very good. You will be active. You will be more focused. Amazing. Very good. That's why we always say, do not stay up late. Do not stay up late. And you always should sleep early and wake up
Early.
early. Amazing. Amazing. Very good, Muhammad. Very, very good. So thank you very much for this period. It was an amazing period and an amazing reading. I'll see you again in like 20 minutes. I love you guys so much. Bye.